Welcome everyone to Witticism Worldwide, the first and only news show to give you the full truth and only the truth each and every week, as long as you don't do anything suspicious.
You know, Peter, kids these days are using the term sus now. You should really get used to it, or else, I don't know, maybe you'll never find out who Mr. Does Crime is. And I know how much that means to you.
Fine! Witticism Worldwide will always have an eye on you as long as you continue being sus. I'm Peter J.O.
That's more like it. I'm Dan Darkside. Don't be fooled. My name is just an unfortunate effect of years and years of brutal war on my father's side. Me? I'm just a simple man doing simple things and living a simple life here in Indiana.
You know, Dan, I find it really interesting how you've managed to go against your namesake for so long. Tell me, how is it you make a living nowadays? I don't see you around often.
Peter, do you think I'm stupid? I barely know you. Sure, we may have been on childhood teammates on the soccer team, but you don't have any right to know these things. You're not my mom, you know.
I suppose you're right. Forget I said anything. Besides, Crew is telling us it's time to get into the news.
Well, let's get into it then. Wait, if I go through with telling the news, will Peter assume I'm trying to appease him? If he thinks I'm trying to make the best impression, he might start to believe I'm Mr. Does Crime.
Dan decides to back out this last minute. There's no doubt he's Mr. Does Crime. After all, if he is, he probably knows I want a good impression out of him.
Oh crap, the camera's on me. Lice, right? Those little bastards are everywhere, eating away at your little noggin, scratching and scratching. It's unbearable. And schools have it worse with all those kids running around with no regard for simple hygiene. But apparently, you don't need to worry about them anymore. A new guidance shows that if kids have lice, they don't need to be sent home from school. Are kids still little gross devils that spread parasites like the plague and most likely don't use Head and Shoulders? Sure, but think of the lice. They need a home too.
The spooky season is fast approaching, and a museum in Berlin is going to celebrate with a screening of the silent horror classic Nosferatu. Despite the excitement for such an event, the museum has decided that the movie somehow isn't exciting enough, and has turned the screening into a blood drive as well. Now, I'm not saying the staff at this particular museum are vampires, but I'm not saying not that either.
Nobody likes to eat their vegetables, right? I don't, considering my pure evil and all, you know.
What?
Nothing. I mean, I fucking love vegetables. Anyway, new research shows that unborn babies don't like their veggies. When tested, the taste of kale will make unborn baby faces grimace. Does this add anything to society? No. But at least we know that now, which I personally think is just one more point for the anti-veggie team.
You know, Dan, it's scientifically proven that people who don't like vegetables are more likely to commit crimes.
Crimes? I don't know of crimes. I don't do crimes.
Is that so? I'm not sure I believe that, Daniel.
What are you saying?
The superintendent of the Evansville Vanderburg School has denied rumors during a board meeting claiming that the school provides litter boxes for students who identify as cats. He claimed that there are no litter boxes in the school and there will never be, period. I say that if these kids identify as cats, then to prevent any unfortunate accidents, they should probably be able to have a litter box. Now, I may not own any cats myself, but I know that any cat person or not will probably just shit in the corner or something and stare at you while they do it with those menacing little eyes.
A woman applying for a job at the Nike company has decided to send her resume in a way to really stand out by sending it on a cake. This apparently has the internet divided on if this is professional or not. Well, lady, if it were witticism that you were applying for, our feverish love for desserts would bring you immediate success. We admire this kind of creativity. After all, who else is putting an effort like this? She wants that job.
You know, it's only been 5 news stories, but I'm already starting to feel exhausted. I wonder why that is.
That is odd. I would have thought you'd like some of the stories we're covering today.
Oh, don't get me wrong, Dan. I find them intriguing, but there's something that just isn't sitting right with me.
Well, yeah, you're sitting all weird like that.
Oh, this is nothing. In fact, every single news station I work for loved the way I sit. They would say, Peter, geez, keep it up. We love that for you, because I went so weird and off-putting, and they were scared of me.
What is he doing? Trying to distract me? He's not wrong. He is weird and off-putting, and I'm very scared of him.
Why is he looking at me like that?
Well, Peter, I hope you can figure out what's bugging you once and for all. On a different note, it seems like there's a little more to cover.
Right. Last week, Witticism Worldwide updated our viewers on a recent incident that occurred outside of our studio. Because we know you care about protecting yourselves around town, we've committed to updating you in the event until all aspects are solved. Apparently, the studio is still investigating the cause of the unidentified screams from last week. We've been told by the producers that despite what was heard on multiple accounts, our investigators, which may we remind you are not professional by any means, have not been able to uncover any hints about what happened, nor have they been able to find victims. Despite this, we've recently met with a witness to give us an account of the incident.
We did?
Yeah, something wrong?
Oh, no, not at all. I'm fine. Well, let's cut to them, shall we?
So I was just like chilling, right? Chilling like a villain, chilling in my bed. And I was sitting there. And then all of a sudden I heard this like really loud noise. And I'm like, it kind of sounds like screaming, but like I wasn't too scared. I'm never scared. And then I was like, maybe it's one of those goats, because you've seen those videos of the goats that like scream like humans. So I'm like, yeah, there must be like a farm nearby. Then I thought about it. Then I'm like, I don't think there are any farms nearby. So then I'm like, maybe it's screaming from another animal, because it couldn't be a human. Murders? Here? No way.
Despite what it may seem, this account gave us some reasonable information to work with. In fact, our investigators are currently pursuing the event much closer now. It seems like soon enough justice will be served. Dan looks a little nervous. I wonder why. Could it be that he knows something about the incident that he's not letting on to? I'm watching you, Dan. If you are Mr. Does Crime, maybe you'll show your true colors here soon.
I can't let Peter see right through me. Right. I have the utmost faith in the investigative team here in the studio. After meeting them before filming, I can say without a doubt that I trust the hands being put into this solution.
Well said, Dan. I'm glad you think so. I, on the other hand, could think they could figure out the mystery if they just checked a little harder. That's just me. I'm a detective, you know?
What? He wasn't supposed to say that. Well, anyway, I'm sure whatever happens, no matter what, things will be okay. On another note,
Wait a second.
What is it?
You smell that?
I don't smell anything.
It smells like some kind of... Oh God.
What? What?
Never mind. It's gone.
What was it?
I don't know, but maybe you'll have to find out yourself. Let's take it to the weatherman.
Hold on, Peter. You can't just switch the topic like that. What's your deal?
I don't have a deal. I guess you could say I'm just observing.
Observing, huh? Go ahead, Peter. You think I'm so readable? Just watch and see. Soon enough, you won't have any more to read, because you'll be dead. And dead people can't read.
Today there will be no rain. I can only assume that's because we're filming this on a Thursday. Tomorrow, maybe there will be rain. Maybe there will be sun, but I'm not sure. It's looking good either way. For the rest of the week, you should expect mostly sun. Expect some sun this week, and barely any kills. Clouds. Fuck. Shit. Don't mind me. Oh yeah, of course. Our highs for the week are a crisp 65 degrees, perfect for some outside fun if that's your kind of thing. Everyone likes fun and outside. Nighttime lows are bordering on 50 degrees, which is honestly crazy to me. It's getting so cold already. Wear your coats, everyone. You never know what will happen. Hey, Chloe, was it? Yeah? Can you tell me, as the weatherman, what the humidity was like 2 Thursdays ago?
Wait a second. Does Peter suspect the weatherman as being Mr. Does Crime? I wonder where he's going with this. But if that's true, maybe I'm finally free from his grasp.
I don't know, I can't remember. I wasn't a weatherman back then. That makes sense. Don't worry about it. Well, anyway, tomorrow...
Wait a second. Chloe, last week you gave the weather wearing blue latex gloves. Care to answer why?
Yes, actually, my time is up. See you guys next week.
Oh.
What were you trying to get from them, Dan?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it. Anyway, it seems like it might be time for a commercial or two. In fact, I could use a drink. What do you say, Peter?
Sounds interesting. We'll be back shortly, Witticism.
Hello there, and we are back showing you the prime example of the best of royalty-free music. Now, you may know this man by many names. You may know him as that guy whose song that you might have heard on that one Funny Gaming Moments video, and you might have never thought about it again. You might have seen it somewhere in your audio library of sorts, you know? Might be a creator, you know? You don't want to actually commit any crimes. You know, piracy is not a victimless crime, as they say. And this guy, well, he doesn't really care about that stuff. So this is the best of Kevin Mckeown. We are selling here today. This product is really quite something. We have such hits as Fluffing a Duck. Now that is music, okay? That is prime music, okay? You will not hear any better royalty-free songs than this, my friends. No, frankly, we need the world to keep Kevin Mckeown alive, you know? He's not making any money from this, right? We're not either, but, you know, frankly, that's okay, because this is for the entertainment. This is for art. Art is priceless. Just like this piece of art right here, killing time, right? Who likes to party? Are you kidding me? These are groundbreaking. This is groundbreaking stuff here. What people need to know about this, okay? Forget what you saw in your Markiplier video or your Game Grumps video or whatever other gaming video you have, okay? Because those are the only videos apparently that I watch, and apparently all I know Kevin Mckeown from. But that's not all. It's everywhere, okay? You turn your corner across the street, what are you hearing? You're hearing Kevin Mckeown, okay? You go on any internet, you're just creeping around that corner, right? Scheming Weasel, blasting in your ears, right? This you can't escape it, okay? And we need to preserve this. We need this. He goes down as one of the best-selling artists of all time, right up there with the likes of maybe Michael Jackson or like the Beatles, okay? Kevin Mckeown is our Beatles. Think about that, okay? Like, have you ever, like, do you know any, have you ever heard one person that knows one record from, say, the likes of Macklemore, right? Or like, I don't know, Kendrick Lamar, right? But you know Sneaking Snitch, right? You know it, okay? That just shows how powerful Kevin Mckeown is, okay? That just shows his long-lasting art form that we need to preserve in this one CD, okay? We're selling this for $29.99 for a limited time only. After that, it'll go to $499, okay? Because, frankly, this kind of stuff is priceless. This kind of stuff is like priceless art that you find in a museum, okay? There's just no price limit to it. So we need to get these things out of the door as soon as possible, okay? So thank you for this experience. I hope I have enlightened you today, folks, about the artiste that is Kevin Mckeown. Because the world needs to know his name. The world needs to hear his beautiful music. But, you know, you could probably just go on YouTube or something and hear it all over the place. Whatever. This is probably the only dollar of money that Kevin Mckeown has ever earned from his music, so, you know, just give him that at least, you know. So, by now, they're flying off the shelves, okay? We can't keep them on the shelves anymore. Just flying off. Thank you, and good night.
And look at that, in only a few short minutes, we're back. Not a lot of time left for the show, you know, Peter. Soon enough, we'll be going our own way. What a shame.
Maybe. I've been getting a liking to you though, Dan. Maybe after this we can hang out a little, put our differences aside? There's no way he can ignore my gesture. He can't say no. Even if he does, the studio and viewers will all wonder why he wouldn't agree. There's no way he's getting out of this.
Look at his face. Ugh. I don't want him figuring out I'm Mr. Does Crime. Why would I spend more time with this guy? Whatever. Maybe I can just agree and not follow up on it. What I do in my spare time is none of their business. Well, whatever. Take it away, sports. Alright, yo, what's up? I'm Nick. I'm doing sports this week. And I'm gonna be honest, I think the sports we have right now, they're sort of lame. Like football, who even watches that? Okay, golf, snorer, okay, snooze fest. I don't care about any of that stuff. You know what I do think we should do though, okay? New sports, extreme sports, okay? X Games, but for everything else. So you could have soccer, or you could have highway soccer. Boom, picture it. I-90. Soccer team, just go. Just toss a ball out. That would be sick, okay? Landmine golf. New golf, twice the excitement. Okay, I can keep coming up with these for days, okay? Football in a volcano. I'm sure we could find somebody who's willing to try. I think that that's where sports should be going. So, in my personal opinion, you should stop watching sports until they come up with better ones.
The state of Florida is currently fighting its way through Hurricane Ian, and some citizens are having to make do with what they can find during the crisis. This includes a reporter who was supposedly using a condom on her microphone while reporting about the hurricane. Wit Worldwide asked the lady about her choice of equipment, to which she said, "Are you kidding me right now? We are literally in the middle of a hurricane. Why don't you take this condom and go get some bitches instead of bothering me?" So unfortunately, that's all we have for that.
Whoa, Peter. You're already starting on news again?
Well, I just thought the faster we got this done, the faster we could get to hanging out afterwards and catching up with things, you know?
He's still on this? Well, you know, we have hit a certain amount of time before we can completely finish the news. Have you ever worked in a television studio before?
Of course I have. I'm just a bit excited, that's all. I figure someone can take my place if something happens in the next few minutes, but I doubt that will happen given I just mentioned it.
Yeah, I get it. The boss of a Welsh cancer charity has recently been forced to pay £100,000, or about $110,000, to local goods after spending over 4 times that amount to build a Welsh dragon statue. Now, I'm all for building sick statues, and I'll admit, dragons are rad as hell, but maybe you shouldn't use $500,000 of charity money to fund your own projects. Also, you didn't even finish the statue, so overall, this dude's just lame as hell.
A Mississippi governor has recently been criticized as the city of Jackson has been left without water. When asked for a comment, the only thing Governor Tate Reeves had to say was, "That's what those stupid idiots get for touching my water. It's mine. Also, all of the money they paid me to get more water is also mine. If I ever see someone trying to drink my water, I'm gonna beat them up. Serves them right, I suppose."
The CIA has just launched its first podcast called The Langley Files, which has revealed that the CIA is mostly lame. Apparently, in between committing assassinations of important people and monitoring the public, there isn't much going on in the life of your average CIA agent. Who would have thought? Something wrong, Peter?
Oh, nothing.
I didn't mean to offend you. I was just voicing my own humble opinions about, well, you know, politics, the police force, and anyone trying to stop me.
Stop
from,
what, Dan?
Any of the people who aren't guilty of crime, yeah! Shoot, I'm blowing my cover. Of course Peter's gonna think I'm guilty. Look at him.
Well, that's one thing we can agree on, Dan. I too hate anyone who uses their power unwisely. Anyway, clothes. Who doesn't love them? Well, apparently a certain man in Spain has no interest in them as he was accused of not wearing clothes while out and about earlier this week. After the incident, he was summoned to court where he once again decided to show off his hot bod in front of the Spanish legal system. While I respect sticking it to the man, maybe you should put on some pants first.
In a bit of unrelated news, IUP has recently unveiled its new mini mascot, which I guess is just another mascot, but we aren't exactly sure what for. Like, officials have stated that it's useful for something. but they didn't really elaborate what that something is, much less what exactly the mascot even is. I mean, frankly, this thing is closer to some little freak instead of like something cute or cool, but that makes it even harder to dissect. And wait, we're getting a message from our crew saying we weren't supposed to say any of this? And the mascot isn't even a mascot, oh God, he's escaped?
IUP Student TV station is hiring. Well, hiring, I guess. You won't be paid for this, but they've got tons of open positions for any volunteers who would like to learn what it's like to be part of a television production crew. Trust me, it's a good time. That's why we're here. Witticism Worldwide has always been a volunteer crew. We've never even once kidnapped somebody to be a host or a guest or some other third thing, which is why we trust them so well. The shows are always accepting members, some aren't filming for a semester, which would be super duper unfortunate for you and everyone involved. But regardless, don't hesitate to join.
Are we allowed to say this stuff?
I don't question any of the words I'm told to be saying, I just do. It's how you appeal to people. Anyway, Van, you mind stepping aside with me to talk for a second?
What for?
Consider it necessary. After all, we have a special segment coming up from a familiar face. The timing seems convenient, don't you think so?
How do I know I can trust you?
What makes you not?
What's he going to ask me? And how am I going to get out of this? At this rate, I'm sure he thinks I'm the real Mr. Does Crime. I'm not sure how I can get out of this now, but wait. Maybe I can. Maybe I can trick Peter into talking to me and use that chance to get rid of him once and for all. And when we come back to the news, both of us will be gone. That's it. They won't know a thing. Hell yes, I'm gonna win this game. You better watch out, Pete. You know what, Peter? Fine. I'll go with you. I'm sure no one would mind if we head out for just a moment.
I thought you'd never agree. Wonderful. After you.
No, after you.
Okay, wow, that little burrito went right through me. Can somebody give me some water? What? No. Okay, fine, jeez. Just because a guy blows up all the toilets in the bathroom, causes them to all clog, and then doesn't even take care of it, everybody's against him. I see how it is. I've worked in plenty toxic work environments, you know? I don't need to put up with this every week if this is how you're going to be treated. Yeah, I'll quit whenever I want. I can quit tomorrow, today, Christmas, I'll do it. Oh, I didn't see you there. Hi, I'm Donovan, that's my name, because you can call me anything. Names are just a social construct. Anyway, I joined Witticism in a terrifying attempt to answer all of these life's most dire questions. Some people don't have it in them to solve all the problems life throws at them, and that's where I come in. I won best question answerer in the county fair against a pig, and if you wouldn't believe. Also, the cops love to arrest me just because I'm so good at being interrogated. But that's enough about me. Let's get to some of your problems and some of your deepest desires. After all, we don't got all day, do we? My first question is a simple one. It comes from Ben George in Texas. Hey Donovan, or can I call you Donovan? I heard that was your full name because I was unsure. I heard it from your ex-girlfriend who was the best liar at the county fair. So I guess you and her have something in common. First off, Ben, I don't mind what you call me. Donovan is a pretty stupid name though, so don't ever f***ing call me that again anyway. Anyway, recently I had an encounter with something I'm unsure to explain. I was hoping you could help me. Considering you majored in freaks and creatures back when you were in college, it's been really spooking me lately, and it's also stinking really bad, but like eggs. The only weird part is it doesn't look like an egg. It looks more like some sort of half dog, half trash bag full of garbage type of thing. Any idea what it could be? It hasn't hurt me yet, but it watches me when I go to sleep from the corner of my room, and sometimes pees on my collection of Nicolas Cage DVDs. It's driving me insane. Wow, Ben, you really came to the right guy. What you're describing sounds almost exactly like the same type of thing I dealt with back in the day for about 8 months. But I'm sure you wouldn't be with it for as long as me. This was before I knew enough about what I was dealing with. Now listen to me carefully. As harmless as it seems, you are going to have to kill it. I recommend catching it in the act of, pissing on your DVDs or whatever it does best, and just, bang or slash or whatever you prefer. It's a pretty instant creature. and it won't try to fight back, but he'll be stuck on you for the rest of your life if you don't take care of it early enough, so please heed the warning. Hopefully that helped. I hope to never see you again, Ben. That said, thank you to all the viewers, and I hope I can see you all in the next few weeks for the next installment of Donovan's Advice Column. After all, every problem needs an answer.
Well, Dan, I think after that talk, I finally have what I needed.
Oh yeah, Peter? Well, me too. You can consider this episode finished.
Now, don't get ahead of yourself, Daniel.
What did I tell you about calling me that?
Sorry, should I refer to you as Mr. Does Crime instead?
What the?
That's right, Dan. You thought you could get it past me. It was too easy to predict your intentions. All I had to do was think like you. You see, when we walked out to talk, I determined that you would agree with me in order to take me out to the back and plant something on my personnel. You realized you couldn't take me on there, too fearful under the camera, so instead you took the opportunity to use your secret weapon saved just for emergencies. This was because you knew I had caught on to you. Well, Dan, you should also know I took care of your secret weapon already.
No.
They told me everything, your connections, even what you knew about the weather. So, do you have anything to say before the police get here?
You're kidding. This can't be. I was supposed to win, damn it. Peter, you're lying to me. This is a joke. You're just trying to get to me.
I'm sorry, Daniel. This is what had to be done. You knew it from the very beginning.
No!
Well, that is probably all for today, folks. Who knows what you'll see next time? Still, remember to tune in. You stay creepy, Indiana. Fluffing a duck, killing time. Who likes to party? Who likes to party? Sneaky snitch.
I went to speak and then I heard a noise and my brain shut off.
Okay. This camera right here.
Yeah, we're
Sorry,
back on
I didn't
shots.
put
We
one
write
shot.
it.
Go to my camera!
Back one. Thank you.
I love you.
The boss of a Welsh cancer society. Cancer society.
Cancer society.
Whoa, don't know where my brain went there.
A Mississippi governor has recently been criticized.
Swap yet.
Ah!
What? You jumped the gun.
Do it again.
We totally
I
write
was
the
writing
scripts
it.
super in advance.
Yes.
Most of this wasn't written hours ago. Sorry.
Did you dab?
I did. I mean, you gotta hit the cough. It's just a natural response.
Well, Dan, I think after that talk.
Ready. I wasn't in my
Fucking
position.
sorry. Okay, ready? Hey, Chloe, was it?
Yeah. Wait a second. Does Peter? Oh wait, this is my brain. Okay. Wait a second. Chloe, last week you gave the weatherman fucking fuck.
You gave the
fuck.
weatherman.
Back up a tiny bit. Just let me go to that line. It should be good from here. Wait a second. Here, actually, let me put some space. Fuck. I'm getting excited.
You good?
Period.
Stop
the fucking
I'm not gonna stop
raindrop
making that
sound.
noise. I'm gonna make that noise as much as I want.
Noah, if you act like this one more time, I swear to God,
I'll cry.
I won't play Splatoon 3 with you.
I'm in charge here. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna cry.
All right.
I'm crying.
Whoa!
Observing, huh? Go ahead, Peter. You think I'm so readable? Just watch and see. Soon it... You messed up my dramatic anime moment. I also am so excited to see how this is edited because I know like the Death Note clips where it's like their faces in different colors and they just keep like overlapping and scrolling across the screen.